YouTube, what is going on? Two Tone Sports here. We have Todd McShay from ESPN. This is an ESPN Plus article, so you're welcome. Yes, I do have an ESPN Plus subscription. This is Todd McShay's first round pick predictions 2023 NFL mock draft. All right. So, that being said, this is a really cool graphic. I'm going to jump into this one. Like I said, Two Tone Sports here, back with another mock draft review. All right, so before we jump into this one, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. If you have to do it for little Hazel here, the Pipple, the Pupper. All right, we'll see how long she sits here. Probably not long. She's already getting a little fidgety. Look at her. Hey. Yeah. All right. Whoa. Okay. Here is my current prediction of how the first round will play out, including a move up the board for a QB needy franchise. All right. We got a projected trade here for the first overall pick. Indianapolis has entered each of the past 5 seasons with a different starting QB, opting for veteran options via free agencies and trades. But it was number 27 in total QBR last season. All right, all right. Okay, the GM will be eager to jump the line and land a top quarterback on the Colts board, whoever that would end up being. Bears should listen to offers. They had their QB in Justin Fields and can still land a standout defensive player in a trade back while also picking up some draft capital. All right, so Matt Miller has projected the Colts move up to number one in his last week mock draft as well. All right, so what do we do here? Bears reach something in the ballpark of the number four pick, a second round, a fifth round, and maybe even an additional first in 2024. All right, they're giving a haul. I like it. With that being said, Indianapolis Colts take Bryce Young. The new Colts Shane Steichen got Herbert up to speed when he was the Chargers offensive coordinator during Herbert's rookie season and then helped Jalen Hurts into one of the league top QBs over his first 2 years with the Eagles. Indianapolis has plenty of playmakers already on the roster, but Steichen now needs a signal caller to build around. I like this. Young's combine measurements will be important considering he's slender frame listed at 194. I'm going to sit here and say he's probably going to come in around 205. I think he's going to put on some weight in the offseason for sure. But he's my top prospect right now thanks to an elite poise in the pocket, good mobility, and great field vision. Nothing seems to rattle him. He can hit all the NFL level throws. The Colts must clean up the offensive line to protect him. But Young has a very high ceiling and could help turn the organization around quickly. I get it. I see why he's the first overall. I like this. I think it's a good trade. I think it's probably right around the trade value that they should give. All right. CJ Stroud to the Texans. I like this. I definitely see this happening. Um, Jeez, she's like a statue. Hello, you alive? All right, she's alive. Just wanted to prove you guys she's alive. All right. Stroud, meanwhile, finished the 2022 season with an 88.9 QBR, 41 touchdowns, 6 picks. Ooh, his touch, timing, and smooth delivery really pop on tape. We saw flashes of his mobility toward the end of the season. Go watch his performance during the playoffs against Georgia. He that game is the reason he is so high on boards. Don't get me wrong, he looked good before that, but man, he proved it during that game. I like this. Houston does have another first rounder. Perhaps they make a move for a target for him. That'd be cool. I think it's something you need to do. We'll see. They're gonna replace JJ. All right. So Will Anderson, another team, the new coach Gannon. Arizona has to beef up the pass rush. Anderson, who racked up 27 and a half sacks, 130 pressures, 54 tackles for loss over the past 2 seasons. Overpowers blockers with lower body strength, explosive first step, and he immediately improved the Cardinals' ability to get after the QB. 36 sacks last year, which was 23rd in the league. They can lose Zach Allen, and JJ retired. I mean, Anderson is arguably some on some people's boards the best player. Will Anderson is arguably the number one prospect. That's crazy. All right. So, Bears move back. They got picks, and they get the one they want. Love it. Wow, that's crazy. It's a little bit I just said. If they stay home, uh, pretty solid Thursday night. Carter's production may not wow you. 6 sacks, 16 and a half tackles for loss, but he dealt with a knee injury this season and was behind numerous first rounders in Georgia 2021. Make no mistake, Carter is the real deal. Wow, apparently I can't read today. He fires off the ball and uses an excellent strength to push blockers backwards. This is something they absolutely need to do. I totally support this pick. If you can get your first round, your first overall pick, you can get that haul and still get Jalen Carter, you guys already won the draft day. I don't care what happens the rest of this draft. You guys already won day one. I don't care what happens the rest of this draft. Seattle at 5, getting Tyree Wilson. This was in the trade for Russell Wilson. Okay. I expect Seattle to re-sign or franchise tag Geno, so QB won't be an issue. But Ford is a free agent, and Uchenna Nwosu are under contract for only one more season. Uchenna Nwosu actually had a pretty good year, so the defensive line could be a major focus. Seattle finished 7th in sacks, but their pass rush win rate was not good. Pressure rate 21st. Wilson's wins with power totaling 14 sacks over the past season. This dude is huge. He is 6'6", speedy. He's going to be very, very good for them. Myles Murphy going 6th. I think Detroit sticks with Jared Goff and uses this pick on a porous defensive unit. Considered a quarterback, but Murphy has a much higher grade than my CB1, and the defense needs support at multiple positions. It couldn't stop anyone last season, allowing league high 6.2 yards per play, adding Murphy's speed off the edge with a group that already contains Hutchinson, and surprise rookie standout James Houston immediately moves the defense forward. Those two across from each other will be insane. It would be crazy for those two. It would be so cool to watch. Would be very good for their defensive line. I love this pick. Love this pick. I definitely think you can go corner in a later pick. So, Big Will. Derek Carr era is over. Tom Brady's no longer an option. Huge arm to drive the ball downfield to Adams. 232 pounds. Strong runner on design rushes and scrambles. He's got the experience with the pro style concept too, and his ceiling is sky high. But can coach Josh McDaniels clean up Levis's turnover? Yes, he can. He absolutely can. Biggest question for a team that ultimately picks Levis. If the Raiders can iron out those issues, they may have a long solve to help them compete in the AFC West with the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. I think it'd be good. I think it'll be a good fit there. The dude's got a cannon. Um, just think it'll be a great fit for that team. Woohoo, baby! Big Peter Skoronski to the Atlanta Falcons at 8. I like this. Okay, I have Tyree Wilson here going there often. I have an edge here going often, but this is a need. All right, Atlanta has Caleb McGarry, not sorry, and Chuma. I'm not going to even butcher his last name. Headed to free agency, meaning the offensive tackle depth is barren. And for a team that relies so heavily on the run, the line must be a focus. Skoronski's length should get answers at the combine in a few weeks. I genuinely don't think it's going to be an issue. He's got the skill. If it's a length issue at tackle, he's going to go to guard. He's going to be fine. Quarterback is worth a look too, but with Desmond Ridder in the fold, I'm not sure the Falcons take the plunge on Anthony Richardson. Here with the top three single colors off the board. I think if the top three aren't off the board, I think if Levis is still here at this point, then maybe. Then maybe. Um, but other than that, they're pretty confident in Ridder. I like the pick. It's definitely a need, especially if Ridder doesn't work out. It's something you need to do, and it's a great way to build for next year. I don't want to look at it that way, but you can't go wrong with a tackle pick. Ooh, interesting. Anthony Richardson to the Panthers. According to Elias Sports Bureau research, we have never seen three or more teams hire a new coach and draft a new quarterback in the top 10 in the same offseason since the 1970 merger. Things play out like this, Frank Reich and the Panthers could make a little history. That's pretty cool. Okay. Uh, 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 Carolina was brutal under center last season, though Sam Darnold flashed a bit down the stretch. The Panthers might opt to bring him back, but they likely wouldn't and shouldn't stop there. Even if they bring him back, I don't think this is a bad pick. They're going to bring in Anthony Richardson. Let them battle it out in camp, but let Richardson learn from Darnold. If you do this, let Richardson learn from Darnold. I think it's a good play. I think it's a good move. Right there. Richardson will not be ready to start right away after 13 college starts and rawness to his game. Potential's off the charts. His frame's insane. 6'4", 232. Scouts are fascinated by his upside. I love him. Love him. I think his athleticism is off the charts. This is a good pick, especially if you bring back Darnold. Brian Brees to the Eagles. They love their defensive tackles. How could you not? Especially Brian Brees. Okay, but now they can lose three of their top four defensive linemen in terms of snap counts to free agency. Hargraves, Cox at the middle. They drafted Jordan Davis in the first round, and bringing Brees to pair him could shore up an important unit for the team. Brees has fantastic upper body strength to slow down opponent run games and work through blockers. I love this. Love this pick. I think it's a good pick. Let me fix my camera here for 2 seconds. We're going to bring you back up here since my dog Hazel is now off the lap. Where is she? All right. Concerned mainline defense. Hargraves, Cox with expiring contracts are Bradbury, Gardner Johnson, Graham, Quinn, Kaiser White, Edwards, Epps. So a lot of directions go here. I still like the idea of Texans. Okay, yeah, but not at this pick. Miles Sanders headed to free agency, but let's be honest here too. Miles Sanders did not look good in the Super Bowl. The rest, Gainwell looked better than him. Like Gainwell looked like much better than him. I like this pick. I think it's a solid pick to start off the Eagles draft and the Eagles offseason. Paris Johnson, I have this happening in most drafts as well. Easy mover, allowed only 3 sacks over 26 starts since 2021. Moving over from right guard to left tackle. Play everywhere. Taylor Lewan's not going to return. Derrick Henry is going to need him for sure. I mean, this is the pick. This guy's awesome. He's a solid tackle. I love him. And honestly, I think Texans would be a good fit for him, but the Titans would also be a better fit for him. I just think it's a better move. I think they need to shore up their line, no matter what their future is. We don't know what's going on with QB. Is Tannehill it? Is Malik Willis it? I don't know. This is what you do know. You're not going to be anything without an offensive line. Good move. Woo-hoo-hoo. Like it. Quentin Johnston, first receiver off the board. You got Stroud going at number 2. You got Johnson out as receiver. You got Pierce. You got Mechie. Love this. We don't know what's happening with Cooks. I'm assuming he's going to be traded. So, damn, I like it. Okay. If the Texans go this route, they'd be the first team since 2010 to draft a QB and receiver in the same round. First round, sorry. Love this. I think it's a great pairing. He's a big body, very fast, lengthy. I think it's a great pairing with Stroud. Stroud's got a big arm. And imagine him and Mechie on the same team. And then you got Pierce, who's a solid runner in the backfield. I love this. I love this. Yeah, I like this as well. Broderick Jones. We don't know what's going on with Mekhi Becton. So the Jets rookie class last year produced Wilson and Sauce Gardner's both winning rookie of the year in their sides of the ball. Jets were middle of the pack in sacks allowed. Um, George Fant is hitting free agency. Dwayne Brown is 38 years old. Elijah Vera Tucker is more of a guard. And we got Becton, who played one game since 2020. That's no bueno. All right. Probably should trade him at this point. Don't know what you're going to get. But if New York finds a way to bring in Aaron Rodgers or another veteran QB, it will need to protect him. Jones didn't allow a single sack over 15 starts last year. Dude is big. He's a necessary for the Jets. I get you have like good amount of people on your line. You can't rely on Becton. Just consider him not there at this point. You have to consider him not there. Broderick Jones is going to be that guy for a while. A while. Ooh, slapping 2 picks here. I like it. And I really like Joey Porter to the Patriots. Jonathan Jones now a free agent. Quarterback seems like a very possible pick day one for the Pats. Porter had only one career interception, but he broke up 11 passes last year, has length, and plays a physical brand of football. Love it. All right, outmuscling them on 50-50 balls despite weighing 198 pounds. He's going to put on weight. His conditioning is going to get better. It's kid's still young. He's got his father's mentality. I think it's a great fit for the Patriots. Somehow they always get these rock star corners. Rock star corners. All right, we got Michael Mayer to the Packers. I love this. We project a pass catcher to the Packers. Doesn't necessarily have to be a receiver. All right, they got Tunyon. I know they're losing Lazard. I mean, this guy is a big, big boy. All right, they're going to need it no matter who's there. Rodgers, Love. Uh, it doesn't matter. They need a tight end. They're so weak there. Um, let's be honest. Is Mercedes Lewis even playing another season? Dude's like 36 years old. Michael Mayer is big. He's going to run the seam routes. He's not going to wow you with speed, but he knows how to box out and he can block. So I like it. Devon Witherspoon to the Commandos. Terrific cover corner. Witherspoon just allowed 3.3 yards per attempt thrown his direction. Second best in the nation. Picked off 3 passes. Washington's pass defense improved a bit in 2022, but needs a dominant playmaker outside of Kendall Fuller. Witherspoon's ball skills would help create some takeaways after the Commanders finished 28th with 9 interceptions. I think they definitely need to go corner, whether it's Witherspoon, Porter if he's there, or Gonzalez. I don't think you can go wrong. Devon Witherspoon is a dog, but you need to go corner at 16. Talk about Gonzalez, huh? If Steelers can't retain Cameron Sutton, then Gonzalez makes a lot of sense as a replacement. 6'2", good length, serious wills, high-end ball skills. I love this. Alternatively, the Steelers could look at offensive line. I have them mostly doing that. Though the top 3 offensive tackles are off the board. If this draft plays out just like this, I could have Anton Harrison going here, but he's more of a pass blocker. Um, they do need help. And at this point, if those three are off the board, if Broderick Jones is here, I'm taking him. But if those three are off the board, you can go corner here for sure. Let's see. The Lions, they should probably go like linebacker. Who'd they do up here? They got Murphy. I'm gonna say linebacker. Um, that's my guess. I mean, yeah, they needed corner, but we mentioned that the Lions may be thinking cornerback at 6, so they get Murphy. They got Keely Ringo. Um, I like it. I think Keely Ringo may move up some boards during the combine. I think he really needs to show out, but I definitely have Gonzalez, Porter, and Witherspoon in front of him. It's whether he can solidify himself at number 4. He's been cooked a little bit this past season, but the Lions need a corner badly, so this is a good pick. And the corner out of Georgia, I mean, he's got a lot of upside. I think it's a necessary pick. You went defensive line, then you went corner, and now realistically the rest of this draft, like let's get some depth. Let's get some depth. Let's get some hell. Let's see what's there in the next round. Maybe we grab the tight end. Maybe like Sam Laporta is there in the second or third. We can replace T.J. Hawkinson. I think this is a good pick for the Lions because there's depth at other positions. Lucas Van Ness. Lucas Van Ness. The Disney Plus bundle. Hey guys. All right. Without Tom Brady, it might be a different kind of season for the Bucks. I hate to say it. This could easily be a hard rebuilding year for the Bucks. All right. Shaq Barrett should be returning from a torn Achilles, but edge rush group could otherwise see a lot of turnovers in free agency. Van Ness, meanwhile, never started a game at Iowa, but managed back-to-back seasons with 7 sacks. His length, quickness, and power would be welcomed in Tampa, while pressuring the QB is a big part of the team's defensive identity. This kid's got a motor, like right there. He did not play. He did not. I'm sorry. He did not start a game at Iowa, but he is raw. He's got it, man. He's got it. Love him. Love him. And this is a great fit for him. The versatile Brian Branch. I'm very happy I didn't see the Chargers pick right there. Okay. When I say versatile, he's a nickel corner. He can play coverage safety. He's very, very good tackling. All right. I love this. Yes, Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs are both under contract for a few more years, but Branch is versatile enough to play all over, after often lining up in the box or over the slot as a nickel. Plus, Adams hasn't played a full season since 2018 and is returning from a quad injury suffered in the 2022 opener with great instincts and complete toolbox. Branch did it all last season. 89 tackles, 12 for loss, 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, 7 pass breakups, 9 run stops. Dude's all over the field. Secure tackler. He's going to be a utility guy for Seattle's defense. I love this. They love their versatile guys. Um, this is good, man. This is a good pick. I really, really like this pick for them. All right, so who do we have on the board? We still have receivers, man. We still have Addison out there. We could do Anton Harrison for the Chargers. Uh, ah, I'm gonna say they go receiver because I'm gonna say he's gonna say something about Keenan Allen's contract. If not, they could go Anton Harrison. Let's see, corner. That's a little shocking to me. Why? It'd be great to get the Chargers' defensive tackle to plug up a horrid run defense that allowed 5.5 yards per carry. Value isn't there. The next two tackle on my board is Siaki Ika and Mozzie Smith, all of whom look like early day 2 prospects. My best available defensive player, Bryce Callahan, now free agent. J.C. Jackson, struggling before late October right knee injury. Shoring up the cornerback room makes sense. Smith relies on high-end instincts, good length to break early on balls and come away with interceptions. 6 over the past 3 years. I think he's a great pick. I don't think it's the biggest need. Yes, we're probably not bringing back Callahan. We have a little bit of cap issues. Bosa's going to have to restructure. In all honesty, like that's going to be the big one. Um, you're looking at a Herbert contract coming shortly, but I would like to see linebacker, right tackle, or receiver over this. I get this is still a need, but I don't view it as over that. I like Cam Smith, but don't think this is the biggest one. Whoa. Is Lamar returning? Bijan Robinson to the Ravens. Okay. This may raise some eyebrows. Raise mine. Could add another outside target to pair with Bateman and Duvernay via free agency or day two. Robinson is my number 9 prospect. Pushed down the board by positional value. You don't draft running backs in the first round. Can't argue him, but he looks really good. Um, Edwards and Dobbins both entering final years of their deal. One of them will come back, one of them won't. Navigating various injuries with Robinson's available. Coach Harbaugh could make a splash. Robinson reminds me of Barkley. Yeah, if Lamar does indeed end back up Baltimore, this would be scary. If Lamar is there, there's a crazy 1-2 punch. Crazy 1-2 punch. But don't think it's your biggest need. Probably can go corner. You can go receiver. Just don't see running back here. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's proven time and time again. You don't get a running back here. You can get one in this third round. I mean, look at history. I don't like this. Like this would be a crazy pairing. Crazy pairing. Thielen entering his age at 30. His age 33. Jesus, Jordan Addison paired with Justin Jefferson would be so cool. He was just shy of 1,600 receiving yards in 2021 at Pitt, and then he got 875 and 8 scores at USC. I mean, I love this. I agree. Antonio Johnson could be good here. Drew Sanders could be good, but let's be honest. This would turn their offense freaky. Addison is a speedy wide receiver guy, but this would turn their offense freaky. Just him and Jefferson and Hawkinson all on the same line with Cook in the backfield. That's nasty. I like this pick too. All right, you got Ridley coming. You got Kirk coming. We're not too sure what's happening with Evan Ingram, but Jackson Smith-Njigba is a tough evaluation. Caught 15 passes, 347 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's good. Nagging hamstring injury limited him to 5 catches. He's got to stay on the field. That's his concern. That's everybody's concern with him, okay? He would be a steal for Jacksonville if he falls here. I don't disagree. But I wouldn't be upset with a tight end here. Hell, I wouldn't be upset with a line, offensive line. I wouldn't be upset with a safety. I get it. I get it. But, I don't know. Food for thought there. Yeah, this is necessary. Zay Flowers to the Giants at 25. It looks like Daniel Jones will be back in New York. There's rumors that he's going to get like 35 mil a year in a contract. I mean, they're absolutely going to bring back Saquon. I want to say Hodgins may have re-signed, or there's rumors that like he's definitely re-signing. I mean, that's a good budget guy. He played well for them. Zay Flowers is going to come in and he's going to make a impact immediately. Like Flowers' skill sets, elusive in the open field, has the speed to separate from coverage. Last season, he caught 78 balls, 1,077 yards, 12 touchdowns, bunch of missed tackles. He's very good. Very good after the catch. I think it's a good fit for them. I really want them to get like their big body receiver though. He's not on the board at this value here. I get it. I like it. Maybe do it in free agency. Who knows? Ooh, Osiris Torrance, Florida. Like it for the Cowboys. All right, get back to that dominant, disgusting offensive line. Get back to it. Cowboys pick might come down to how the board plays out. They might be enticed by Bijan if he's available, given Tony Pollard is a free agent and Zeke could be a cap casualty. Jerry Jones will never let Zeke go. I'm going to tell you that now. They're probably going to tag Pollard. Wide receiver two spot behind CeeDee Lamb needs a consideration because Gallup didn't make much of an impact last season. Depth at corner and edge rushers shouldn't be ignored either. I think Osiris Torrance is the way to go. It's kind of the Cowboys' way to go too. They have always had deep, strong offensive linemen. I really like the Cowboys pick. Not too sure about this one. Jahmyr Gibbs, very shifty, great vision, can really catch the ball, make people miss in open field. I mean, look at the backfield already. Cook, Naheem Hines. I mean, you got Allen running. You really could get like a receiver here too. Like even hell, Anton Harrison. Uh, I know there's reports of them like franchise tagging Poyer corner. I, I don't know. I don't think Gibbs. Really like this pick. Really like this pick. Wouldn't count an offensive lineman out here. Anton Harrison would be a great pick here. Dalton Kincaid, I like him. Only threw 92 passes to tight ends in 2022, sixth fewest in the league. Hayden Hurst is going to free agency. Probably won't re-sign. I don't know. 6'4", 240-pound frame. Kincaid is coming off 2 straight seasons with 500 plus yards and 8 touchdowns. Could be a little reach here. He's more of a traditional tight end than Darnell Washington. If you're asking why he's not taken here, he is more of an offensive tight end. Kincaid. Darnell Washington's more of like height, blocking. Don't get me wrong, he can still catch and score, whatever, but he's not gonna wow you from the offensive factor. I like the pick though. Keon White. I mean, look how many times this pick has traded hands. Started off in Denver, then went to Miami. I mean, come on. Come on. San Francisco, Miami, Denver, then the Saints? Crazy. All for a coach. For a coach. Damn. Saints got back in round one with Sean Payton trade. They're going to land a replacement for Davenport. Cam Jordan's turning 34. Defensive tackle is scheduled to join Davenport in free agency. I like it. I don't know if I take Keon White over like Nolan Smith, but I like it. It's a need. No QBs are here. I guess he doesn't really view Anton Harrison that highly. So that's crazy timing. Eagles. Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata under contract for 3 more years. Harrison could provide depth and help out in the interior. I think it's a great pick. Their line looked really good, but the Eagles' line is starting to get old. Uh, Harrison's going to come in, make a difference immediately, and I think it's a pick they absolutely need to make here. Uh, Kansas City, Jalen Duncan. I like this as well for them. Damn. Neither starting offensive tackle Brown or Wiley is under contract next season. So Casey Brown's old. So Casey will have to figure out how to replenish the line. This is a great pick. All right, 6 sacks in Michigan. Struggle to the top tier, allowing 6 sacks in Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State. But he moves well for a 6'6" prospect and has good anchoring strength. Just keep giving Mahomes time, Now he's showing a little injury. Yeah, any QB would get injured with those ankle injuries that he got. But you really want to keep him upright. You don't want to deal with it. There's good pass rushers in the AFC West. And really, the only way you beat the Chiefs is making Mahomes uncomfortable. So, don't allow him to do it. Pretty much exactly it. That's it. Keep Mahomes up. Give him time. He buys time by himself, but don't allow him to hit him. Overall, I like this. I like this draft. Todd McShay. All right. Eh. Not too sure about the Chargers pick. But this top, like, 15 is pretty good. Top 15 is pretty good. I think they do this. Unfortunately, to you Panthers fans who think this is a massive risk, I think they do it. I could definitely see the top 5 as this pictured perfectly. So, that being said, guys, apparently I can't speak. With that being said, guys, damn, I'm not even going to cut it out. You guys should see all the mishaps. I like being real. It doesn't really add much length to the videos, so I'm not perfect. So, thank you for watching Two Tone Sports Review, ESPN Plus, Todd McShay's first round mock draft.